evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mitchell Ringos. Well, confusion reigned in Russia today as parliamentary forces that were fighting in Ukraine appear to turn their weapons towards Moscow. But as Russia braced for a coup, the mercenaries backed down. Judy Trin reports.
Chaos and confusion on the streets of Rostov-on-Don in southern Russia at the sight of mercenaries. Paramilitary troops with the Wagner Group were fighting in eastern Ukraine, but had now invaded the city. Its leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin, declared his intentions to continue to march onto Moscow to remove corrupt commanders. We will destroy everything standing in our way. We are extending our hand to everyone. Don't spit on this hand, said Prigozhin. Social media posts showed unverified video of unknown military vehicles driving toward the capital. The threat of a revolt led Russian President Vladimir Putin to accuse Prigozhin of mutiny. We will protect our people and our statehood from any threats, including internal betrayal, and that's what we're facing. As the Kremlin braced for an invasion, the Red Square was locked down and police presence significantly bolstered. The Wagner Group consists of 25,000 paid militia. Analysts say it can't take on the resources of the Russian army unless it gets support from the people.
Do the people of Russia actually start to pay attention to Prigozhin and his criticisms of the Russian leadership and all the corruption that is going on there? If we start seeing people go over to the side of the Wagner, this could actually turn into not just a mutiny, but actually a civil war.
Hours later, the march toward Moscow was halted after Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko said he had brokered a deal to guarantee the safety of rebels. Aware of all the responsibility of shedding Russian blood, we are turning our convoys back, said Prigozhin. In his daily message to his people on social media, President Vladimir Zelensky says the chaos has revealed that the bosses in Russia do not control anything. Judy Trin, CTV News, Ottawa.
Despite the rain today, residents came out to Marina Park to listen to local musical artists for the second annual Mama Way Summer Festival and Showcase, with the goal of promoting inclusion, diversity, and the well-being of all community members.
Me being alive is a protest. I've worked hard, no regrets. Fly across the galaxy, oasis through the Milky Way.
The festival showcases a number of local talent, as well as artists from across the region, while also highlighting the contributions of Indigenous artists in the community. The idea for the Summer Festival was formed based on input from community artists and music producers, the city's Indigenous Relations Office, and community members. Event co-coordinator David Simard says the event shows the diversity of Indigenous musical talent in Thunder Bay.
It's such a great opportunity. We have all kinds of ages, we have all kinds of backgrounds with education. We have some amazing young artists, we have some amazing, established artists in the community. So it's a really good opportunity for everybody to just share their music, share their time, share their stories.
The Mama Way Festival will continue until 9 tonight. The rain also couldn't dampen the spirits of those at Roots Community Food Center this afternoon as the Tapestry Women's Network hosted their third annual ethnic food picnic. A stream of people came by to get a chance to try the various foods and activities from around the world. The event was put on as a way to celebrate the cultural diversity in Thunder Bay and had over 30 booths out to showcase cuisines cooked by local home chefs and caterers. Co-leader of the Tapestry Women's Network, Rupa Rashid, said that she's very glad to see Thunder Bay lean into the purpose of the Tapestry Women's Network.
We're very, very grateful to the Thunder Bay community. They've come in support of the non-commercial home chefs, and they're trying out different kinds of cuisines, and that makes us so nice. It feels very good.
It's part of Tapestry's purpose is to get networking and friendship and cultural sharing. So that was the big idea behind the picnic. And in good weather, of course, the children play and people are sitting on blankets. But I was shocked today. So many are coming out and more coming now. We're very grateful.
Alongside the picnic was a community garage sale, which helped to raise funds that will go to help Thunder Bay in various ways. The Thunder Bay Police Services Board, made up of entirely new members, reaffirmed the past board support for a new police headquarters estimated to cost $56 million in 2020. The board received a presentation on Tuesday from Form Architects on the facility needs assessment for the police headquarters. The report found that it would cost approximately $10 million to renovate the existing facility just to meet the Ontario Building Code requirements. Board Administrator Malcolm Mercer passed a resolution with consensus from the board to reaffirm support for the option of constructing a new facility in a new location. The board originally voted to move forward with the new facility in April of 2021, with City Council granting $2.4 million in February of 2022 to advance the work on the project. A week after the board withdrew its request for full funding in the wake of investigations into senior leadership. The presentation on Tuesday repeated that a new facility would be the most cost-effective option and would meet the growing infrastructure needs of the police service. Thunder Bay's Community Economic Development Commission provided its annual report to City Council this past week. Similar to last year, the growing cruise ship industry provided an important boost. The 9 vessel visits throughout 2022 generated a $6.1 million economic impact. The CEDC also provided significant support to local small businesses, with 29 companies receiving grant funding. Natural resources was an exciting area of growth, with mining being a talking point during the meeting. CEO Jamie Taylor says while mining projects won't begin for a few years, the companies are showing a commitment to Thunder Bay.
We're seeing a lot of the companies opening offices in Thunder Bay, putting down roots, hiring employees, expanding their employee base in Thunder Bay, and moving through the steps to be able to build the mine. We see them reaching out to local mining supply and service, hiring people from different companies. So it is happening. It's just not happening necessarily on the front page of the paper.
Taylor also says the CEDC reached more than 60 million people in 2022 through marketing and communication efforts. St. Paul's United Church on Waverly Street recently launched an initiative to help the homeless in Thunder Bay. They've set up a donation bin to accept used potato chip bags, which volunteers then convert into tinfoil blankets. Members of the church have started assembling the blankets and say it's a simple enough process for anyone at home to make on their own. Tinfoil blankets are often found in emergency kits to cover a person who is injured or in shock to keep them warm and dry. After getting inspiration from her daughter in New Brunswick, who started a similar initiative, Doreen Everett took it upon herself to start the program right here in Thunder Bay.
I think that it's a project that can be done in many churches or communities or schools, across Northern Ontario. There's lots of homeless people that would love to have a warm blanket.
We're going to keep it going, and even if it takes us, one blanket a week, that's keeping somebody warm for a while. And there's lots of uses even at home you can use them for too.
Chip bags often take close to 400 years to properly decompose. Anyone interested can donate their used chip bags to St. Paul's United Church to be turned into a blanket for the homeless. St. Ignatius business students are donating over $1,000 to the Canadian Mental Health Association. The money was raised from their May lunch market, a biannual project that brings together the school's grade 9 and 11 business students.
We started off with making a marketing plan with our groups. We decided on a product that we all wanted to make and like a design that we kind of wanted to go with. We also chose a theme at the beginning, and we wanted to go with some sort of summer theme because it was the weather was getting warmer.
The food was sold during their lunch hour and featured products like pretzels, hot dogs, and cookie dough. The students had to plan the pricing and cost of their products in order to make a profit, which are given to a charity of their choice. A $1,600 check was presented to the CMHA earlier this week by the students' supervising teachers and the school's principal. CMHA Senior Manager of Finance, Daniel Sabi, said the money will be going into funding some of their programs.
Funds are going to be going towards our education and training programs that help out with suicide prevention, mental health awareness, family supports, nutrition, and lots of our programming that we put on. There really isn't a target audience that we look at, so we really are trying to support anyone who does need our help.
We're now joined by sports anchor Joe Sadowski. Now we jump back like we did yesterday to the Thunder Bay Chill. They played, and there's a goal that you just got to see.
Oh, man. It's got to be on the Sports Center top 10.
Yep.
No doubt about it. I got to get my boy Jay on right on there. I got to throw it to him.
He's got to get it on there.
We'll have that story and more, all this coming up right after the break.
Welcome back. Now, Joe, even though it is raining today, yesterday was very warm and we had a lot of smoke in the area, which wasn't perfect for the Thunder Bay Chill game.
Oh, the sun was burning on me like it was 2009 and the Jonas Brothers, you know what I mean? But it was a very, very hot day. You could smell the forest fires burning, but the Thunder Bay Chill, they've been anything but cold lately. And yesterday evening, the Chill won their 4th straight match with a dominant performance in front of their home crowd at Chapels Park, which was capped off by a goal that Chill fans and the local community won't soon forget. It was a scorching hot one at T-Bay Tell Field with over 800 in attendance to support the Thunder Bay Chill. Early on in the first half, corner kick for the Chill. That header by Thomas Gray just misses high and wide over the net. We're still at 0-0. Inbound play by Eduardo Calzola. He gets it back and makes his man look silly before Kareem Pear finds Brandon Birmingham. He walks in and rifles it. The keeper gets a piece of that and it hits the crossbar. We're still scoreless after the first half. Into the second half now, Hugo Tavares walks in, sends a cross over to James Wynn, who heads it over the keeper, and it just trickles in to give the Chill the 1-0 lead. 10 minutes later, watch the magic happen inside the box. TSN, Sportsnet, Bleacher Report, Bally Sports. Put that one in your top 10 plays of the week. What a goal by Eduardo Calzola to give the Chill the 2-0 lead. That'd be all she wrote in this one as the Chill take this match 2-0 over RKC Third Coast and extend their winning streak to 4.
I went for it and luckily turned in a great goal. So I was happy for the team. We needed that, especially after the first half where we were struggling getting a goal.
Well, whenever you get one of your fullbacks finding the net. I mean, that's, I think, his second goal in 2 games, because he does such a remarkable job in the back, doesn't get beat, and he works so hard. So it's just, it's a great to see him get rewarded with some spectacular goals, and that was spectacular tonight.
The Chill start a 4-game road trip before returning home to T-Baytel Field on July 5th. While the Chill continued their win streak, the Thunder Bay Border Cats had the chance to tie their longest winning streak in franchise history last night at 8 wins in a row. That record was set by the Cats all the way back in 2012, but they fell in the final inning to the La Crosse Loggers 6-5. But hey, 7 in a row and 47 runs in that span, that ain't bad at all. Tonight, they'll seek revenge against the Loggers for Game 3 of the 4-game series in Wisconsin. The Cats return home June 28th for a 2-game stint against the Eau Claire Express. But unfortunately for local race fans, Mother Nature has not been too kind for the dirt track as the second day of racing for the June Invitational has been canceled. But we'll take a look at last night's race as the top speedsters from across the region hit the track for the beginning of the first race weekend of the summer.
Cole Chernosky into 3. Coming out of 4, Jamie Davis is not too far behind. And there they go. Davis in second, Simpson in third.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, Thunder Bay's Cole Chernosky would continue his dominant run, getting the evening started with a feature victory in the Midwest Modified Division. And it looked like it would be a repeat from last Wednesday. Cole would be heading home with 2 checkered flags as his 33C car led late in the Superstocks feature, but after a crash brought the pack back together, Rick Simpson took full advantage and would take the inside line on the final lap, edging out Chernosky by a nose to pick up his second feature victory of the season. Weather permitting, the action will resume tomorrow afternoon with the grandstand scheduled to open at 2 p.m. Shifting to the major leagues, the Toronto Blue Jays have lost 4 out of their last 6, and after dropping the first game against the worst team in baseball, the Bluebirds bounced back in Game 2 of their 4-game series against the Oakland A's. Jose Barrios gets his 13th start on the mound tonight. He starts off hot and gets Ryan Noda swinging on that low breaking ball. The very next batter, he gets J.J. Bleday swinging. Barrios has 6 total Ks so far. But check out Matt Chapman here. He lines one to center field. That one drops against his old team. He would bring in Bo Bichette to make it 2-1 Toronto. Matt Chapman has 37 RBIs, but take a look at Danny Jansen.
Arden Zwelling down on the sidelines as Danny Jansen rockets one out to left field. That ball isn't coming back.
Danny Jansen smacks his 10th home run of the season, giving the Jays a 5-2 lead. As it stands right now, the Jays are still up 7-3 in the top of the 9th. From the diamond to the links at the Travelers Championship, the score to beat heading into the 3rd round was 15 under par. The low scoring continued this afternoon as Ricky Fowler was chasing history for the 2nd week in a row. Ricky started his day on the back 9, and he drains that 10-foot birdie putt no problem. And he had 5 birdies in his first 9 holes, not too shabby. But take a look on the par 5-6. He's got this for eagle. It's tracking, and it sinks. Unbelievable. This guy's tearing up the course. This ain't no hobby for Ricky Fowler. He would drain another birdie on the 8th hole, matching his unbelievable performance at the U.S. Open last week. But could he tie the PGA lowest round? Oh, close. Ricky would settle for a 60, not that bad, on the day. But taking a look at the Canadian, Corey Connors, this is a 45-foot putt for eagle. It's tracking, and the good old Ontario boy from Listowel, he would drain that no problem to get to 11 under on the day. And the score to beat still is 21 under par with Keegan Bradley still in the lead. The 2022 Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche, they bolstered their center core and forward roster today by acquiring a top 6 veteran from the Nashville Predators this afternoon. Vancouver native Ryan Johansson, he's headed to the Mile High City in exchange for that guy, Alex Galchenyuk, the traveling man. Johansson is a big-bodied centerman with that 6'2" frame and could slot perfectly behind superstar Nathan MacKinnon to fill that gap that Nazem Kadri left behind. Johansson had 28 points in 55 games last season, and Nashville will retain half of his $8 million salary. Let's go back to the major leagues where Ellie Mania is taking over the world of baseball. The Cincinnati Reds star rookie Ellie De La Cruz has earned quite the reputation lately, only having 2 weeks and 15 games of Major League ball on his resume. De La Cruz is making history after being the first Reds rookie to hit a cycle since 1989.
Welcome to the show. That is blitz to right center field. Off the top of the wall. That was 117 off the bat. First pitch in the air to right. Acuna back at the wall. Gone! De La Cruz does it again. This man is electric. 1-2. De La Cruz. He is a triple shy. 3 for 3. De La Cruz right center. Down base hit. Could he go 3? India around third. India scores. It's a cycle.
With each game, Ellie is giving a run for that crown. I've never seen anything even remotely close to this.
That is incredible. I mean, this guy has 2 weeks in the majors under his belt, and he's already doing stuff like this. It's like someone made him in a lab, and it's in a My Career player.
Literally.
This guy, unbelievable.
He almost doesn't seem like a rookie, just seeing him play. Like, he's got that veteran mentality about him. And
he's got that dog in him.
The question is, can he keep doing this the rest of the season?
That is the question. I'd love to see it. And I mean, the Reds, what a jump from last season. They were terrible. And I mean, they're doing much better this time around.
We need our rookies on the Blue Jays to do that.
Yes, and the Border Cats too.
And the Border Cats, but they've been playing fantastic as of late. But as for weather, plenty more rain on the way. We'll have those details after the break. Welcome back. Some much needed rain in the region being seen in Thunder Bay today, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're going to head out west in the region, also seeing plenty of rain at the moment. Fort Frances seeing rain from all the way last night, getting around 5+ millimeters throughout the day. They're also expecting more rain in the near future, while Red Lake fairly clear as most of the rain is farther south in the region. Plenty of clear skies in Greenstone with some clouds rolling in at 14, while Sault Ste. Marie a little warmer at 18 tonight with clouds in the area. Tomorrow, temperatures a little warmer in Sault Ste. Marie with clouds, but there is rain in Greenstone pretty much throughout the day at 18, while Red Lake up to 22. Still seeing some partly sunny skies. And Fort Frances still sticking around with the rain, just like Thunder Bay. Their temperature is going to be up to 18 tomorrow. At this hour, it is 21, cloudy at this current moment, but the rain is pretty much on and off. It is expected to really be on and off throughout the night heading into tomorrow. The wind is gusting from the east 10 to 19 kilometers an hour, while tonight it is going to drop down to 12. The wind's going to pick up from the east-northeast, gusting all the way up to 35 kilometers an hour. And the rain that we saw is going to continue throughout the night. The thunderstorms that are expected are pretty much out of the question at the moment, but rain is sticking around, but it has helped with the local smoke, as today I really didn't smell or see any of it. It's still wafting in, but the rain definitely helping on that front. Now Sunday, occasional rain and drizzle depending on which way the wind shifts. We could see a little bit of break from the rain for a good part of the portion. Tomorrow, temperature is going to be up to 18, so a little bit cooler than average. Well, on Monday, we could see some morning rain with some windy conditions, temperatures up to 21. Well, on Tuesday, the rain finally heading out of the area. We still are going to see some clouds sticking around with temperatures all the way up to 23, and it's going to stay cloudy on Wednesday. It was supposed to be a little bit sunny, but those clouds now rolling in, temperatures sitting around average all the way up to 21. Now, even though we're getting a break from the rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, it looks like on Thursday it's going to get a little bit cooler. Temperatures down to 16, so that's about 5 degrees below average for this time of year. We are going to see some straight thunderstorms in the area along with rain. We're going to have to wait and see if on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday heading into the next week we could see even more rain, but at the moment, plenty of rain is still on the way here in Thunder Bay. Now, I'm hoping the rain isn't here for the 28th as the Border Cats are back in town. They've been playing fantastic, and I'd love to see them come back into town because I feel like everyone's going to be excited to see them play because they just keep winning.
They just keep winning, and they just keep scoring runs.
Yep.
This guy they got, Travis Chestnut, what a name, by the way.
That is
This
great
guy
name.
is batting 500. I mean, like, obviously
fantastic.
you can't keep that
Yes.
up for a long
Yes.
period of time.
Or could you?
Or could you?
You never
I
know.
would love to see a guy like Travis Chestnut, again, unreal name, do some more stuff like that.
Well, we're going to see them on the 28th, but thank you all for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.